Bedard. Bernie.
Is that you?
That's me. Hi.
Brian Pace.
Nice to meet you,
Who's
Dr.
this?
Pace. This is my sister, Debbie.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. So,
So,
come on in here.
Okay.
Tell me what the heck is going on here.
yes, that's what we're here for. That's why we're here.
Right. Do many patients come from California to see you?
Usually they come from farther.
Really?
Nice try. This is not a record.
What was the furthest you've had?
What's the furthest patient we've had come, Penny? Cyprus.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's far.
So don't feel special about
Don't you
no,
feel
I'm
special
not
at
feeling-
all. You're nothing to us.
Oh, that's good. That's what I want to hear. In and out. Send me back home.
What's happened to you?
Well, I apparently have what looks like a gist on the outside of my stomach. And Ivan Jagus, I think, gave you the report and the disc with the CT scans.
Well, what happened? How did you,
What happened was on Halloween, after Halloween, on the night of November the 1st, I woke up with excruciating pain in my stomach, and it was cramps, like as if I thought it was muscle spasms on
Okay.
my diaphragm.
okay.
That's the best way that I can describe it, because
Whereabouts do you feel it? In the middle?
like right all along here at the time. And I knew it wasn't a stomach bug, like I knew it wasn't that I felt sick, but yet in my stomach I just felt like someone was squeezing my stomach. And it got to the point where I had like 3 episodes that night of this, where I couldn't breathe because every time I inhaled, it felt like my diaphragm felt like it was shut down. So I couldn't breathe for about 5 or 10 seconds during these episodes. And I couldn't move. As I tried to move, everything just felt shut down. So first I thought, am I having a heart attack? Because this is not like anything I've ever felt before. But after it went on for so long, I thought, no, it's not up here, it's like here.
Mm-hmm.
So this went on 3 times that night. I thought maybe I was working out too hard, maybe this is just abdominal pain from working out, because I'd been working out. Let it go. I thought to myself, if it doesn't improve within the day, Tuesday, I'll go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't improve, but I thought, let me just take some muscle relaxants, because maybe tomorrow it will get better. By the next day, it was still really bad. I couldn't.
Was it just constant, or did it go in spasms?
It came in spasms, but at the same time, my entire abdomen was very tender to the touch. So I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't take any deep breaths. It was just really weird. And by the second day, I said to my husband, like, I couldn't even get on my bed. I went to the kitchen to try to get something to eat, doubled over, had to come back, and I couldn't even climb onto my bed to get in.
Why, with all this excitement about a gist?
Uh-huh. Why didn't they treat me down there?
No.
Oh.
The gist doesn't cause pain. So why would they think that this is the cause of your pain? Obviously, it's exciting and dramatic and changing, but I just operated on someone last weekend with a gist.
Right.
Same thing as you, and it turned out he was actually having a gallbladder attack, not the gist. So
Right.
I did this. So
That's
now
what
I'm very alerted to the fact that
We need
the
to look at
gist
the gall.
probably is not causing the pain.
Okay, so that's what we thought.
My husband, actually, we were just chatting with this, had his gallbladder removed laparoscopically. And he had acute...
That's what we thought this was. So we
Pain.
went to the hospital. We called a friend of ours who's an ER room nurse to say, listen, Bernie's like really not feeling good. Like, what should we do? He said, well, it sounds like it's a gallbladder issue. Go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Even when the doctors in the hospital palpitated my abdomen, I was having a lot of pain on the right-hand side. And I was having a pain behind my shoulder, and so we went in thinking, great, gallbladder, let's just get this taken care of.
Slam dunk.
And then they did the ultrasound and the
CT.
2 CT scans, one without and one with contrast.
Endoscopy.
Yeah, I know. You can get overwhelmed by the fact that there's a thing there,
Right.
rather than
And they
forget.
never
that-
ruled it out. They just wrote in, rule it out. But
Let me just have a look and see if.
at one point, the insurance company refused to pay for anything more, and that's
Yeah.
why they just said go back to Canada.
Yeah,
Right.
right. After they did the,
But they'd never diagnosed it properly.
because they haven't been inside to see or to biopsy or.
It's got that thing in your stomach there.
Yeah. What do you think?
Probably is a gist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about the only thing that does that.
What's that?
That's about the only thing that does that. Sort
Does
grows
what?
Like, grows like
Percents
that
on
in the
the
stomach.
outside.
On the outside.
No, but it's got the appearance. It's like
Okay.
nice and smooth. If it was a cancer, it would be like fingers going everywhere.
Okay.
And the lymph nodes would be out. The gist will stay localized in one area for a long time before it starts to spread to other parts of the body.
Okay.
And then, that just has the look of it. A
I
bit of
see.
air in it. So you've probably got some air, and it's probably actually necrotic on the inside, because there's that one spot, you saw that little black
The
bit?
black spot, yeah.
That's a little bit of air, so it might have some infection in it. What happens is they grow, depending on where they are, they may outgrow their blood supply and then sort of die in the middle and get infected.
Uh-huh.
Could be what's going on.
So what do we do about it?
Well, you take them out.
Okay, when?
I don't know.
Bernie's got a flight back to, well, it's booked. It's not like 100%
I would like
stone
to get back
on the
to-
20th of December, which can change. But she wants to get back to her family, obviously, for Christmas.
Obviously, yeah.
But we can,
Who's looking after your business?
It's on hold right now. It's the down season for us
I
anyhow.
guess it is, yeah.
Yeah, competitions orders will start back up at the end of December. So,
Um,
yeah, how soon can we get
so what we
it?
would do would be a distal gastrectomy. You take that area out. We have to be prepared to, it's in this area, so we have to be prepared for taking out part of the pancreas and liver. But
Ooh.
I'm not worried about that. Usually
Yeah.
these things, they look on the scan as so they're adjacent or into it,
Right.
but it's usually not. It's just pushing on it.
Right.
And it's just, that's the way they grow. They don't grow by infiltrating, they grow
Okay.
by just expanding.
Expanding.
So I wouldn't have any worry about that, but we can deal with either of those possibilities.
Okay, and do you do this laparoscopically?
I wouldn't do it laparoscopically.
No. How come? Just too complicated?
No, it's just that this is a big deal.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, this
No,
is your life. This
yeah.
is your, like,
Really?
this is
Shit.
your life.
Hold on, let me get a new perspective.
And
No.
these are not just like a little wee ball sitting there, you just go around it. You gotta take
Okay.
out and make sure
You gotta really know what
you
you're
gotta
looking
make
at.
sure that you're around the tumor
Mhm.
rather than compromising.
Okay.
I've done lots of laparoscopy,
Yeah,
lots of stuff.
but this is
But
better to
if
go
I
in.
was you, I'd
Yeah.
say, you know what?
Okay.
I want to know that if this kills me in 10 years or something,
Mhm.
that the guy who did it didn't compromise just to say
Right.
he did it laparoscopically.
Right. Okay.
Unfortunately, we see that in a lot of places where they're a laparoscopic place, and they say, I can do a laparoscopy, and then they sort of always leave a little bit behind,
Yeah.
and you wonder why it's come back.
Gotta do it
Right.
right the first
And
time, which
It's
is
just
what
a
I'll
scar.
see.
It's just a scar in your belly. It's just
Yeah, I'm not worried about the aesthetic portion of this at all. Like I really don't care about that. I'm just want to go with the way that's good for everything, from getting it all out and doing it
that's the most important.
cleanly,
thing.
and that is the most important thing, and
Yeah.
then the healing. But I've had major abdominal surgery before I can handle another one. Sign me up.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I'm sure I will.
Uh,
So the thing that I've read in some places about the gist and removing it is that you kind of have to remove it like all in one. You don't want to be
Absolutely.
cutting it
you
in the
don't
wrong
wanna,
spot.
You don't want to go through it. You don't even want to put a needle in it.
Right.
So you go, and then you say, we didn't spread any of it anywhere.
right. And that's why I was saying
Right.
everything happens for a reason. That guy in California could have gone in and screwed it up
Right.
if he didn't know what he was dealing with. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Be in hospital about a week.
Okay.
You'll be sort of walking wounded for another 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
but after that you'll be able to do most things.
Okay.
You know, give or take. But it'll take about 6 weeks to really be 100% again.
Okay.
And when you afterwards, even though we've taken up part of your stomach, you'll be able to eat normally. It'll be a different hookup, and I'll explain it to you afterwards. But you should be able to eat normally. And of course, you won't be able to eat as big a meal.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. That's all right. I'm supposed to be on a diet right now anyhow.
Most
so.
women love that when I say that. They say,
Really? Can you
it'll
take
be
out a
hard-
bigger piece? No, I'm
It'll
just
be
kidding.
hard for you to gain weight.
Oh, damn it. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
So,
What's the soonest, do you think, then,
I
to...
don't know. See what Penny can do. She's in charge of everything, and
Penny's
she's
in
been
charge of everything.
she's
I
been
like
dealing
that.
with
Grease penny.
these FedEx things and all that
Mhm.
stuff. Sorry, no
All right.
allergies? Did I just ask you that?
No allergies. I'm not great on Percocet, but other than that,
So can I just ask you, Dr. Pace, walking wounded, you said for two weeks after the surgery, meaning no travel?
No, you can travel.
Travel, she can get
Yeah,
back
you just-
then?
The thing is, you don't want to get in a car and drive
Yeah.
4 hours,
Right.
but you'd be sort
But
of
okay, sitting down and...
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You'd like to wait a little bit of time so any blood clot issues would be resolved. But you sort of want to have a rest in the morning or maybe a
Okay.
nap in the afternoon. That's what I mean, sort of. But
okay, so taking it easy.
yeah, and you won't be out going shopping and carrying a big bag around.
Okay.
No go-go dancing for you.
Damn it.
Sorry about that.
My other profession. Do we
Okay,
come with
that's
you?
it, yeah.
Are we done?
Yep.
Did you get all your questions asked?
Well, that's good.